Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing a review of the Matrix Plastic M9. Okay, so guys, my tripod actually broke. So while we wait for a new one to come in, you're just gonna have to bear with me here. Comes in this generic cardboard box. Nothing special about it. Pretty boring. Open it up. Really doesn't come with much. Comes with a gun and, well, a magazine. No foam, no nothing, but I mean, this should be good enough to protect it during tripping. Magazine is already in the gun, as you can see. As you can probably tell, I got the silver version. So let's go over the externals real quick. First, let's start with the magazine, actually. Very nice, shiny chrome polish. Yeah, there's not much to go over, I guess. It's made of metal, I believe. Yeah, it is of metal. Definitely cold hard metal, which is a plus. The magazine is pretty solid, externally, with a nice metal base plate. Now into the gun. We start with the show. The build quality is, it's meh. It's plastic, but that's to be expected from this cheap of a gun. You knew what you were getting, because it is, after all, the plastic model. There is a metal model, so don't get that confused. You got cheap black plastic texturized grips. A little bit of texturing here and here, give you a little bit more grip. Some serrations on the slide, they're not very deep. But, I mean, the recoil springs are very strong in here, so not a big deal. Trigger is metal. Trigger guard plastic. Takedown lever is metal. Slide catch is metal. Safety is plastic. Hammer is metal. And trigger bar is metal. The actual barrel here is plastic. Let's dive into the internals a little bit, which will actually give us a better look at the actual build quality of the externals. To take it down, lock the slide back. There's a button on this side. Hold it down while turning this to the right 90 degrees. Clockwise 90 degrees. And then from there, the slide will pop right off. So, here's where we can really see the flimsiness of the plastic. It's quite thick, but look at this. I mean, that's to be expected. It's plastic, so I can't really complain for a gun that's cheap. But just do know that it will probably wear out very quickly. It does have this shiny finish and it feels quite cheap. Some people might like that. I personally don't care for it that much. But I mean, you know, that's that. Let's talk about the internals then while we're inside. See, we have plastic blowback housing, plastic nozzle, and that's to be expected. Metal hop-up unit, metal recoil spring and guide rod, and once again that plastic barrel, but it does have a metal inner barrel, so that's the important part of the barrel, of course. So yeah, this will probably wear out pretty quickly over time, especially with green gas. The slide is eventually going to crack. That's almost a given, but that's to be expected once again. This is sort of in the position where it's like you buy this temporarily while you save up for a better gun. That's my opinion. Really having some focusing issues. Sorry about that. The sights. Sights are also plastic and molded into the slide. You can see rear sights and front sight. It is all silver. I'm gonna focus on the front sight there. There we go. Red dot. So it is actually pretty decent sights. I mean, nothing special, but it's easy enough to see. Not so sure about in the dark though. We go on to the lower half of our gun here. You can see the rails the slide on. That may actually be metal. I believe that is metal. So yeah, the rails themselves are metal in a plastic frame or housing. A shiny finish once again, giving us some real focusing troubles here. So yeah, nothing too special about this. Once again, the trigger mechanism and hammer and all that is metal. There's a hop-up, but it is fixed and non-adjustable. Now for those of you who don't know how to operate a gas blowback pistol, it really works like any other gas blowback. That is double action. So it's an M9, so the double action is simulated. So when the hammer, even if it's not pulled back, a long pull of the trigger will give you a shot. This might be demonstrated a bit better with a magazine. Hold the slide release down. You can see. And then that locks the hammer back, and then you're back into single action just like any other pistol. Alternatively, you could also rack the slide manually, like so. Of course, I don't have BBs in, which is why the slide is locked. So let's get shooting. And now for just a quick little firing demo, we are using green gas. And point to it. Of course, that doesn't really matter. Just a few quick random shots. Oh, hit a wall. And our slide does lock back. So with that, we can get to our final segment, which are some of the problems. This gun has feeding and cooldown issues, and major ones. Sometimes the nozzle, it's not really feeding, it's a little bit feeding. I actually don't know what's causing it. The nozzle just gets jammed in a weird position, and it won't release until you pull the slide back and power stroke it again, which is really annoying. And then the cooldown, it's really bad. It's a plastic slide, so it's pretty light, so it shouldn't use that much gas. I really don't know what's causing it. Maybe the gas efficiency just isn't very good. The gas efficiency, it's not that bad to me, but that's because I've never used an Airsoft M9, so I can't really speak to that. But really the cooldown is a huge problem. Let me show you what I mean. As you guys could probably tell, there was some cooldown. It wasn't as bad as I expected actually, because in my previous experiences, cooled down a lot more. However, although it might have been hard to tell on camera, I could feel inconsistent shots right from the beginning. Sometimes the slide would come back really fast, sometimes pretty slowly. And you probably couldn't tell on camera, but I could tell as the shooter. So, cooldown really, it's still a big problem, although maybe not as bad as I thought it was at the beginning. But I'd still recommend being used in warmer climates. That was demonstrated inside 70 degrees. So, what are my final thoughts about this gun? For the price, it's really pretty good. I think it was on eBay for $60 something. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But it's definitely a pretty low price. However, if you have the money, I'd definitely go for the metal version, or even something from a different brand. This is really a gun that fits in a place where if you don't have the budget right now, but you know you can get it eventually, you get this gun so you can get your airsoft career started while saving up for that better gun. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.